Hi, I'm Liz, the hospital administrator here at Lock Haven Veterinary Hospital, and today I'm with Dr. McIntosh talking about dog nutrition. Dr. McIntosh, what is the right food to feed my dog?
Well, it depends, Liz, on your dog's life stage and lifestyle, the weight of your dog. So there's a lot of things that go into choosing the right nutrition, and it's definitely a conversation to have with your vet.
What are the life stages of feeding my dog?
So the particular life stages are puppy, adult, and senior. So each of those life stages really requires a different nutrition, and they have different requirements. So we want to make sure that we're feeding for the right life stage, so that we're not over underfeeding or have any issues with the diet.
Should I feed my dog on a schedule?
Ideally, yes. So if we can get a dog on a schedule, and we can feed them twice a day, one, we know that they're eating. We know how much they're eating. We know if they're eating all of their food. A dog that is free fed, we don't always know if they're eating all the diet. We don't always know if they ate yesterday or today. We certainly want to know whether or not they're eating.
How do I know if I'm feeding my dog too much?
So if we have problems with a lot larger amounts of stools, or we have problems with a dog who won't lose weight, we certainly can take a look at that and see if we need to adjust food for how much the dog should be eating.
What are the essential nutrients my dog needs?
So there's a lot of nutrients in dog food. It's kind of a complicated situation, but the basic ones: proteins, fats, carbohydrates. There's water. There's how much of all of those have to happen in what ratios are going to what makes up nutrition, and that's going to be a specific ratio for each individual dog food.
How will a veterinarian be able to assess if my dog is getting proper nutrition?
So as long as your dog is healthy, hair coat can be affected with nutrition. Your stool can be affected by nutrition. So if you've got stools that are too hard and dry, or you've got runny diarrhea, certainly nutrition is one of the first places we look to make sure that we don't see any issues there. So looking to make sure that we have a nice healthy dog with a nice clean shiny coat, who's having normal bowel movements and is eating well, are all the components that we're looking for a healthy dog on a particular diet.
There are so many brands of dog food. How will I know the best one for my dog?
There are so many brands of dog food, but what I usually say is stick with the brands that we know that there's a veterinarian somewhere on staff that's involved in formulating that diet. There's a lot of research that's been done. There's a lot of research being done, but you want to be in one of those companies so that you can have the benefit of that research. You also want to make sure that the dog food is fed to a dog before it's put on the shelf and fed to your dog, because you don't want to be the experiment. So I tend to stick with the major brands that are out there that have a veterinarian involved in the process of making the diet, and you can certainly ask us and we can make recommendations for your particular dog.
When would my dog need a prescription diet?
So prescription diets are either restricted in certain things or have certain nutrients that are important for a particular medical problem. So if your dog has a medical problem, if they've got a GI issue, dogs that have urinary problems may need to be on a urinary diet. So there's a lot of things your vet will go through with you if your dog needs a prescription diet, but there are usually reasons, and there's usually a medical issue behind that.
Thank you, Dr. McIntosh.
Thanks, Liz. If you have any questions about your dog's diet, or you're interested in talking to one of our veterinarians, you can give us a call here at Lock Haven Veterinary Hospital, and we'd be happy to see you.